They're the first to respond to your calls for help, the people who hold your life in their hands. And while most of you are winding down for the week, paramedics are gearing up for 48 hours of mayhem. Today Tonight was given exclusive access to our ambulance service on one of the busiest nights of the year. And as James Thomas discovered, our streets are shameful.
Ambulance emergency, what suburb, please? You have been assaulted, have you?
Take us to Darling Street, Bernadette.
You got to tell me what he's had?
Bourbon.
Bourbon? How much?
Coke.
How much has he had?
Bottle.
My eyes are hurting. Can I sit up, please, officer?
No. Stay right with us, OK?
Our environment is, the train station, the train, the waterfront, the ferry, the house, the street, the stairwell, the pub. That is our office, that is their office, and these people do this day in, day out.
5 stabbings, hundreds of traumas and assaults, and over 500 acute alcohol intoxications, accounting for over half of the 1,000 plus Sydney 000 calls on New Year's Eve. Just another day at the office for the New South Wales Ambulance Service.
My suggestion is once the patient is in the back, lock your doors. You'd be amazed, it doesn't matter what speed you're doing, they try and open the doors.
With huge crowds descending on Sydney Harbour to enjoy the party, it's an amped-up version of what 11,500 Australian paramedics see on a typical weekend across every state. It's no wonder they have their hands full. Risky drinking is killing 60 Australians and putting another 1,500 in hospital each week. It's a 30% rise in admissions, according to a new report by the National Drug Research Institute.
Sometimes I think you'd like to have a camera on some of these people and show them what they were like when they sober up. I really don't think many of them, if at all any of them, really want to be troublemakers or problematic. But some people, when they have too much alcohol or they get a bit revved up, they're uncontrollable.
This is our drug kit, so checking through, make sure we've got enough fluids for the night, we've got our drugs on board, have enough for cannulation, so obviously it's going to be very hard to come back and restock tonight during the night. So we're trying to carry extra of everything, probably a little bit more than we usually would, just to make sure that we don't get back to a stage to restock, that we'll have enough to make through the night.
In this facility, we answer all the 000 calls that people make in, calling for ambulance assistance, and then we dispatch the ambulances to those requests. Tonight's a pretty normal night for what we see on a Friday or Saturday night. We've had a few briefings with our staff, which is nice, just letting them know what we're looking for, what the workload demand like is that they should expect. And now we're just getting settled in. We're having a bite to eat before it starts to pick up around 8, 9 o'clock.
These guys are going to treat him, and then we're going to go from there, OK? Basically, if someone falls unconscious and then they actually have an occluded airway, that's when they become into problems, and that's obviously when it can become fatal. Left.
Pretty typical any night really in City, but it just happens to be New Year's Eve. Look at this young man here, I think he's about 18 or 20 years of age. He's been taken to hospital this evening with 2 stab wounds, one in his left side and one on the top of his thigh. So there was some type of altercation. The police had it well under control, and we were able to get him out of this situation pretty quickly.
This heavily pregnant woman fell and started hemorrhaging.
Ready, 1, 2, 3. Few steps. Come on, Nicole.
Confronted with 2 young girls, obviously been imbibing of alcohol. Because they're of a young age, they'll be transported up to the hospital.
The hardest part about the job, there's lots of challenges personally, professionally, clinically. Paramedics, they need to be super cool and calm. They need to be able to coordinate and manage a scene. And they need to be exceptional communicators. And people understand that we're there to help them, and they come along with us, no trouble.
They are heroes. A change of pace now.